Welcome. You are at the CCC.
Where there are no outside issues. My name's Anthony. I'm an addict and an alcoholic, another bozo on the bus, and I care about you.
My name is Jordan. I'm an addict, and I'm always trying to make good choices.
Yay!
Yeah, exactly. And I am LouiLou. My pronouns are he and him. I am recovering for crystal meth and alcohol, and I am always in search of balance. Yes, and each week we strive to foster a brave space so we can engage in conversations centered around topics of recovery.
And our intention is to hold and inspire better spaces for more people in recovery by tackling issues sometimes used to do what? Separate us.
Absolutely. But before we do that, please like, share, comment, subscribe, do whatever.
Do whatever.
Leave us a rating if it's more
Do
than
us whatever.
5.
You know what? Send us messages. We love that. We just got one.
I know.
Did you see that recently?
I saw that,
It was really interesting. We'll talk about it in a
I think
second.
the message was about the disclaimer.
Oh, smooth.
We are starting very early today, and now the disclaimer: the thoughts and opinions expressed on at the CCC are ours alone. We do not represent anyone but ourselves. In other words, we're just a couple of friends behind a mic here to entertain you. And of course, everything we talk about is for general information purposes only. So Louis,
Only.
what's your fucking problem?
I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem. You know who I am. Why are you shocked? Why are you surprised? It's like I'm all, you know what? If somebody is, yeah, it's like.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. You hear you're queer, get used to you.
Absolutely.
Wow. So how is
Love that.
everyone?
I am really good. I mean, I'm a little out of it because I just had a few clouds blown in my face. And for those who are not here, I know exactly. For those who are not here, it's like we have a couple of vapors in the room, and their vapes are like high powered.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
we've been taking really strong pulls.
and they love us so much. It's like, come on, we want to share our vape experience with you.
Yeah. Secondhand vape.
Secondhand vape.
It kills.
It does not. Go on. Jordan, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right. It's been a busy week.
It does not kill.
Jury's still out.
I know.
Girl, you're not far enough away from the last to talk about.
Oh no. Becky, don't go so far from the mic. Wow. Boom, boom. We're all taking shots today.
Yeah.
I know, drive-bys.
That lovely voice that just came in is Becky. She's been on the show before. We absolutely love her. And so that's why we had her back.
Hello.
How, Becky?
I'm Becky, and I am an alcoholic and an addict.
Oh, too.
Oh, my pronouns are she and her.
Becky, before we go on, I need to tell you that Louis and I were just, before we had you back on, we were talking about how much we really appreciate your recovery and like how kind of how insightful and grounded in like recovery and the steps and all that stuff that you are.
Absolutely.
We'll buckle up because I'm in the middle of a medication change. So
Yeah.
tonight might be a little.
We do this thing like we have this code. We have this code when a hot guy comes into Cliffs or whatever. We're,
Wow.
yeah.
Girl, my work is just as crazy. The other day we had like this color coding out. We were all like comparing what our nipple color was to this fucking color thing.
So what is yours?
Girl, I was like fucking like mortified. Oh, so
By yours?
yeah, because like mine are normally like, you know, like a cinnamon color, and then like I pulled one out and it was like devoid of color, but like
Oh, no.
I'm in the middle of, you know, my transition.
I see.
And like the hormones, like there's like nodules behind my nipples right now, and so like they're like stretched and growing. So
okay.
like I'm like, wow. I swear my nipples are. I literally had to bring out pictures from before.
You're like, I swear this is not my true form.
Yeah,
So they're not even on the scale.
no, they had one that was called shortbread. That was pretty light. It was like the same color as the wall.
Oh my goodness.
How are you, Anthony? Did you say?
Yeah, I did not. I am doing. Becky is currently looking down her shirt. This has been a really nice week, which I am attributing to like apartment sitting for my friend. So
Where are you at?
in Palo Alto.
Nice. Okay, so you
Yeah.
haven't had to go back.
So I haven't had to go back and forth.
How's
and
the apartment? Because I miss Paul.
She has it's a studio. I really like her
do you know-
place.
where is it? Like you don't have to say where it is, but like the general area.
Palo Alto.
I know. Okay, so
Is it like, did we cover
East
this?
Palo Alto?
Is it near
It's not
University?
EPA.
Is it a University Avenue?
It's 10 minutes from the campus.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't want to like tell people what street
No,
I'm
I'm
on.
not exactly.
I used to go to Palo Alto because they used to have a Barbie museum there.
Nice.
Oh, no way. Can I tell you one of the things that I was like, oh, I'm definitely in Palo Alto because in my building or in her building, they have all the Amazon packages just scattered on the floor, on the ground, just scattered. And I was like, oh, wow, they're not afraid of theft. No,
They're like that in my building too.
You know what?
Oh,
it's
really?
like, they're not afraid of theft because it hasn't happened. But once it happens, because I think that like, nobody's immune. That's what I
we
find.
only have 6 units in my building, but like the other day, like
but you just put up 5
I know.
fingers.
like this.
So you have 6 units.
Yeah. And then like one of these people have one of those like one of those like I don't know, like Winky boxes, but they're like it's for clothing.
Okay.
And I wasn't stealing anything, but I sure did open it up and was like checking out everything. I was being nosy.
Oh, you were going through people's stuff.
I'm pretty sure that's a crime.
I was like, girl, like,
That's a felony.
it was like it's like a box with a zipper on it, and I'm like there's nothing even like holding it closed.
You're like, you're inviting me to open this.
It's like, this is cool.
Wow.
I've seen it before and I didn't know what it was, so I was like really curious.
Yeah.
It's still illegal, but that's all right.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
So
What's today's topic?
today's topic is a continuation of our 12 step series. So folks, if you're just kind of listening to us for the first time, basically what we're doing is we've taken the 12 steps and rather than address them specifically, what we're talking about are what they inspire. And the idea behind that is that we want folks who are not in 12-step programs to relate, understand, and maybe even apply some of these principles to their life.
Absolutely. When you realize that, like, we may speak different language, but really, we're it's all the same.
Yes. I don't know why I'm such in a noodly mood today.
Maybe it's because you're like high on Mexico mango. What the fuck is Mexico mango?
I don't know.
Does it have like a tahine?
She got it from the black. She got it from the black bar.
I know it's Black Bar. Like it's not even Geek Bar. It says Universe on this side. Do you remember Universe? Did you ever go to?
Yes,
Universe?
I went
Was it
to Club Universe. Yeah.
Was it a club?
Yes,
Oh,
it was a
yes, it
club,
was-
and I was like thrown out one time because they said that I was doing drugs in the stall, but I was really in the corner in this little teeny bit of light, and I was like trying to fix my face with the MAC compact. I didn't want people seeing me put makeup on my face.
Yeah, they actually kicked you out because they saw you going through people's stuff.
Right.
You're like,
The only thing I went through,
We can't
the
have
only thing I
anything
went
nice.
through there was people's holes. So,
you're like, I can't see a zipper that I can't unzip.
yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. It's like, I miss Universe.
So let's talk
great.
about step 7.
Yeah, what steps are we on?
We are on we're talking about step 7 today.
Okay.
What's very interesting about step 7 is what's interesting about step 7 is that it's one of those steps that I can't recall from memory. Can one of you recall it from memory?
Well, I did have to look it up, but I think it's like one of those steps that it's kind of like the action is like
You humbly asked
yeah.
him to remove your
Yeah,
shortcomings. Yeah. So so I like said what it was. It's right there written in front of us and we can look down.
I know. It's like, I'm efficient.
But Lewis is indeed efficient. So humbly asked him to remove our shortcomings. Who is him? Him is your higher power.
Yeah.
Humbly asked is really just that. It's just saying to some power greater than yourself, hey, please remove these defects of character. And on this show, we don't call them defects of character.
What do we call them?
We call them the thing that you called them.
What did I call them?
You don't remember? You said...
Play the tape.
Yeah, play the
basically what we said is that they aren't defects of character. They're behaviors that helped us survive.
Yeah.
Right? They were adaptations that
God, it's
no...
like, it's making me sound like really clever.
Yeah.
Because I-
yeah. They're adaptations to situations where we had to survive. And so we get to this point where we realize those adaptations aren't working for us anymore.
And it's important for you, if you're listening, for any of us to find language that works for us.
That's
because
right.
if shortcoming or defect is something that kind of gives you an adverse feeling, then you need to.
Well,
yeah.
most of our shortcomings or defects are a mutation of an asset that we had.
Absolutely.
And then the flip side of it is like, how do we take this asset and we like basically,
tame it.
Well, I love this. Let's keep
Exploit it.
Yeah, let's go in that
Yeah.
direction. So let's give an example of something that used to be an asset that then became maybe maladaptive.
Mellowed out. So like an asset would be like, I'm very good with my words and like I can communicate with people really well. And, I'm really good at like creating like either like direct conversation or analogies to help people like visualize something. And so the defect of that was I used that, my silver tongue to like manipulate people.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
I see.
And I was really good at like, rearranging all of the like the little miscellaneous things to make it look different than it was.
Yeah.
In different circumstances, and like so that it reflected what I thought you wanted to see, or something that would be like appealing to you because there was something you had that I wanted, and instead of asking for it, you just figure out a way to get the person to give it to you.
Yeah. I'll give an example of mine. Do you all have an example of a character defect or a behavior that once served us that no longer serves us is what my question to you. I'll mention mine. So a big one for me is jealousy. Oof. Number one, it was really hard for me when I was doing step work to admit that I was jealous. Because something about that felt like very humiliating. And if I go back in time, I'm like, when did that ever serve me? And I think, I'm not sure, maybe what was happening is that maybe it made me more ambitious, or maybe it made me more, I don't know. It did something for me, right? Like it served some purpose. And I think that purpose was to protect me. I think the asset of that is, I'm not sure, but the first one is maybe, I don't know. What would the asset of jealousy be?
Well, the reverse of jealousy would be
gratitude.
Yeah.
Oh, gratitude. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this is so interesting. I wasn't expecting to think about this.
I was thinking about something that I recently found out after a number of years being in the program. I'm a people pleaser. And it's not always a bad thing, but the problem is, if I'm people pleasing to a point where I'm like, I'm being mindful of you and taking your thoughts into consideration before I act, that's one thing. But if I'm doing things because I think, almost like what you were saying, if I'm doing things because I think that you want me to do those things, or I'm only living, to make other people feel a certain way, and I'm not considering.
That's really good.
Yeah, so
that's a really good example. Yeah. What do you all make about the line about we ask? Right, because it isn't a step that says we're eliminating. It isn't a step that it's really we're just asking. What do you make of that? Anyone?
I feel like so that there's no dead air. I know. Exactly.
I know
I feel
we're
like,
on a podcast.
I feel like it takes us a while, and I think that all of us in here, it takes us a while before we understand that the steps, like the Bible, shouldn't be taken literally. When we ask, it's not going to happen immediately. It's like, I'm doing this work. I'm getting myself to the place where I'm ready to, or where I want these things to be taken away. And so it is like,
that's step 6.
That's step 6. So it's really kind of, it's an amazing kind of like breakthrough when I'm ready to say, I want this gone.
Well, the key here is when it says humbly ask. So humbly means that you're coming and you're asking for something, and doing it humbly would be to like, can you do this for me, or can you help me with this? And that's not that's not demanding. So that means that there has to be a patience with that, because sometimes there might be a piece of something or awareness or whatnot that we need to even become to realize before we're able to release it. Like maybe we aren't ready to have that removed. And also, like for me, like if you guys are anything like I am, like there's certain ones that are like glaring, like the last 2 or 3 that are like, that you have to keep asking to or keep working on, because it's just like your natural inclination is to go there. And like what you were saying earlier about jealousy for me, like it's something that stems from my anxious attachment style.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Like this kind of, like a deficit, like there isn't enough in the world to go around, or God, I could, that by its jealousy I could talk about forever.
Oh yeah, to me it's like when I used to like especially my first boyfriend, when we broke up, like just the mere thought of him doing anything with anyone else, like sexually or whatever, romantically, like would literally it would give me like this sense of like impending doom.
Oh, yeah.
And like it was like the house was on fire and there's no way out, and you're trying to figure out something, and it was like I literally like manipulated several situations.
I have something similar to that. Jordan, were you going to say something?
Well, I had a question, but you go first.
Okay, so what I was going to say is I was actually earlier today I had a situation. So I'm trying to be kind of like more adventurous sexually, and
like getting tied up.
no,
Best in show.
but if you know, you know. So hey, shout out to Portland. So I had this. Okay, so this thing that you're talking about, Becky. So one of the boundaries I know that I have, and it's okay for me to have this boundary, and it's taken a long time, is that if I have like casual sex with someone, and even if it's like a friends with benefits or something like that, I never want to hear about other guys, and I'm never going to talk about other guys. And this guy that he and I have been meaning to like hook up for a while, he had mentioned that he has a friend staying with him who he hooks up with. And I was like, oh, that like immediately gave me the ick. And I was like, oh, this is actually like, I'm really sorry, but this isn't something I can recover from. And there's a part of it that's like, oh, is that jealousy or is that protective? Like, is this just something that I know about myself?
I think
It's a little bit of both.
It's a little bit of both, but it's like
Fight me.
I feel you on that, because it's a lack of consideration.
Yeah.
Because it's like I've been in a situation like that, and the person was just talking, and I don't want to take that away from you, but am I just a stop off? You know,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
I don't ever want to be like all,
Yeah.
questioning whether or not I'm enough or whatever.
Yeah,
This doesn't work.
that's why I don't like when people have like I don't like when people use poppers or anything like that, like for other reasons too, but like I want to feel like, so when they do that, I'm like, okay, so I'm not enough to make you horny or turn you on, that you need something to move outside of yourself to engage in this, and that's just doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
Like, I want it to feel like they're at least a little bit discriminate, and then like I've kind of like made it into like, an inner circle.
Their
or
inner
something.
circle.
Becky, are we the same person?
Their inner circle.
I think we're like the same person around this. It's very, very true. Anyway, yeah. Jordan, you had a question.
I do have a question
for the table. Go ahead.
Yes. Okay. So back to the topic.
Oh, here we go.
That's what we need. We need a round sound.
Tell me you're a boner shrinker without telling me you're a boner shrinker.
Anywho, my question is, okay, so this idea of humbly asking, right? How do I know that I am willing and ready to ask for this defective character to be lifted?
Did you guys have this experience? Okay, so there were some things that I held on to desperately, like gossip, like constantly. And don't get me wrong, it's not completely gone, but it's not the same. It's different. And it was because I found myself in a number of situations, and I started to feel differently about them. And I think that it's going to come naturally. It's going to, and let me just say this. I believe that it's a combination of me staying sober and doing the work, and whatever the work looks like to you. But it's like, if I'm doing this consistently, I'm showing up, and I'm also surrounding myself with people who are showing up in that way, then after a while, it no longer, it's not enough that I just can't say it. It starts to feel uncomfortable. It starts to feel not right. And then that's when I know it's time for it to go. But it's like, I feel like it's like they say in the writing, it's a lifetime, and it's for you to decide. It's for you to figure out.
Also, I think that like when you say you're asking for them to remove it, like, part of it also is just like you're acknowledging that this is something that doesn't serve you, and that you want to like turn it over and be relieved of it or whatnot. And you know, it doesn't have to be done perfectly. Like it's like a practice. It's like riding a bike. Nobody expects you to get on a bike the very first time and just like take off and that's it. Like, you know, and like you might like fall down and scuff yourself or whatever. Like you start out on the grass, so that whatever. So it's like you just kind of get into the feel of it, and like but the main thing is that you're acknowledging the fact that this is something that does not serve you, that is a problem, and you want help to.
You're currently listening to Dr. Becky.
Get rid of it.
Yeah,
I mean, for me, you know, like, so it's like, you know,
Yeah.
I don't think you have to be like perfect at it. It's something that's going to, you know, you're going to work on for the rest of your life. Like for me, if I have like, I'm constantly like trying to like stop doing certain things, and some of them, like, they just rear their ugly head. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you know.
Right. I think there are two kind of prongs to step 7. The first is that in the humility, like you were saying, you're asking for help, which is a change behavior for, I think, most of us, where we aren't thinking about like, here's this thing inside of me that I deal with, and now I have to change it. It's a very different way of thinking. We're saying, actually, I might not know how to change this, and I'm just going to kind of put it up in the air, right? Like I'm just gonna, and that's the first thing. And the other part, the humility part, I think that part, I think the humility part is difficult because for a lot of people, especially like LGBTQ plus identified people, to be humble also might feel like an erasure, right? Like it's like for a lot of us, we've had to spend a lot of our lives playing small in order not to be attacked or whatever, right? And so humility in this case might also feel difficult because we're like, oh, okay, I already feel like shit. I already feel really small, and now I have to humble myself again. What do you think the difference is between like I have to make myself small and insignificant versus like erasing yourself?
Well, for me personally, like I was just thinking while you were saying that, is that like go approaching it in a way where I'm expecting to like ask for it to be removed and I'm doing it perfectly. That right there, that's not being humble about it. You know, you're coming, and you know, if your higher power is somebody like you feel, that should be your safe zone, you know. And you know, there shouldn't be any, you should be able to be as vulnerable as possible, you know, like, and that's a practice, you know, it's a lot of this stuff is daily practice. And you know, going to do that, like you were saying, like there's a lot of like queer people who like are really like amazing in school, like straight A's and stuff, like, and because they're like compensating for something.
Exactly.
And I do that a lot. Like there's a lot of things that I do that like I'm like compensating or justifying my right to exist in the world, because you know, I've been told that I'm an abomination and I shouldn't be here, you know.
Yeah.
Wow.
So like, so
I've never back to you. I've never really used the idea of making myself smaller. Like, I don't think that you have to make yourself smaller. You just have to realize that you are not the biggest thing around, and that's different. I don't have to diminish that. It's just that I need to know. The program for me has taught me, you know, there's still room for me to take something from someone.
Yeah.
There's still to take. I'm going to take from you. No, to learn. I can
Becky
learn.
behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's that line in the big book where it says we cease fighting everyone and everything.
Ooh, that's the tense.
comma, comma, including alcohol. And what I love about that line is we cease fighting everyone and everything, including the behaviors that we're trying to change, right? We stop fighting. Do you hear can you hear why I keep repeating that? It's like, step 7 is you're not fighting with the behavior. You're not trying to war with yourself. I think it's
like getting acceptance around its existence, and that is what's going to help you to let go of it. Because I think as long as we're fighting it, it's like resistance is futile. You know, like they say. That's my Star Trek plug.
Jordan, you were going to say something.
No.
Oh,
Jordan looks so pretty. He got a haircut. It's like, he looks so pretty.
He did get a haircut.
Also,
did you get a haircut,
we didn't
or is it growing out from the haircut?
And it's growing out from the haircut.
Yeah.
We're going to wait for Christmas.
We didn't acknowledge, like,
What?
Jordan had been gone for a couple episodes.
He was gone for a couple episodes.
I know, so sad.
It's a holiday. He was doing stuff.
It's okay. It's okay.
There's a research paper that was due. So
Oh, bitch! I know what you were saying now.
I think she's funny. Yeah.
That's so good.
I was
Becky.
behind the deck. I was Rick.
DJing.
So what? So humbly asked, right? What comes after humbly asking? What do you do with the rest of your day?
After you humbly asked, you have to sit back and wait. It's almost like that. Like, you know how the answering machine kind of analogy, like
No, I don't.
or prayer. Like you pray, you ask, and then you have to sit back and you wait because it's not on your time.
yeah, you have to like not look at the you can't look at the like the phone waiting for the little bubble to like
Yeah.
Is this
start
gone?
forming, start forming like like the response is coming.
That bitch left me on red.
Yeah. Well, I remember one of the things, I think it was for this step where my sponsor said, we act as if. Is that step 7? So basically you humbly ask whatever your higher power is to remove the behavior, and then you behave as though
Yeah, we act
removed.
ourselves into right thinking.
Right. Yeah, we can't think ourselves into right action.
Yeah.
We have to act our way into right thinking.
That sounds like fake it till you make it.
It's 100% that.
It's very much that.
And,
you
and I know some people
If
have
you-
a problem
yeah.
with that, but whatever. Who cares?
It's basically fake it till you make it means that you practice something enough until
Yeah.
it feels natural, till it comes natural.
Absolutely.
It's like, when you first start driving a car, like for me, I was like, both hands tight on the steering wheel, like really, really close. And you're like, like never getting out of like the one lane when you get on the freeway. Like, yeah, it's like,
And now what? You're just swerving and
I don't
texting
think-
and driving.
no, you just,
on the whole
you learn how to,
driving
like,
cars
yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
I think I was one of those people that I'm glad I don't drive because I think it was one of those people.
It's
that
also
caused
hard for me to
accidents.
think of you driving.
Why?
I don't know. It's the same thing. Like, it's hard for me to think about you using the bathroom. It's,
I
like
used
this.
to be a fucking crazy driver. Like
I
seriously,
believe
like the odometer on my car, the speedometer on my car, it like went to like a certain point, and then like people would look over sometimes like, how fast are you going? And like I would have to slow down, and the arm would come out from underneath the dash because it was
because of the thing back.
it's passed all the way down. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
so funny. So in wrapping up step 7, what would we say in a sentence is step 7, and how to put that into action in like our lives, especially if you're not in 12 step.
I mean, the way I hear it is like throw your hopes and dreams up and see what falls and fake it till you make it.
Like throw caution to the wind.
a little bit, right? Or like it's essentially it's a prayer.
Maybe it's like taking risks. Like, what would it look like? I had a sponsor who used to always say, "What would it look like if you didn't act on that behavior?"
That's right.
You know,
One of the things when I'm working with people, I might ask, for example, you do this thing in fear. What would happen if you didn't do that thing? And typically what people will say to me is like, well, it's terrifying because I feel raw and exposed. And so, the next step of that is like, well, how do you sit with that? Right? How do you sit with the discomfort of not acting on that thing? And for me, especially around 4th and 5th step stuff, I noticed that there was a lot of grief. So if I wasn't acting on that thing, then it made me really sad. And I think that was the moment where I actually started to kind of process and move away from certain behaviors.
yeah. It takes courage to let go of behaviors that no longer serve you, but courage is not the absence of fear. So you get to ask for as much support as you may need.
And then sometimes it's just do the next right thing, and like more will be revealed. You have to keep your eyes and ears open for like the messages that are coming your way, and not like focus. It's just like for me, like the thing that I've really had to learn is that here's this thing that I want or that's bugging me or whatever, and I can't spend a bunch of times focusing on that because then I'm not able to receive the gifts of the universe or my higher power. And usually the way that I do that is I have to get into a different action. Like I have to like distract myself from like that thing. Like I have to put it down and like, let me do this other thing that I know is right. And then, and something, and it's really kind of weird how serendipitous it is because somebody may be dealing with something and you're talking with them and you're in the middle of something's coming right out of your mouth and you're like, bitch.
So the
Bitch.
I know, bitch. The Castro Country Club is a safe and sober community center for all people and a refuge for the LGBTQ recovery community.
We provide programs and services that help change lives by supporting personal growth.
Our vision is to reduce the suffering of addiction by connecting people to community, opportunity, and support.
You can find more information, including all the ways to contact us at www.castrocountryclub.org/podcast.
Check out new episodes Mondays when they are released.
We
Make
love
good choices.
you.